Hey guys, what's up? Anton here with another one of my Magic Gathering unboxings. This one here is a pretty special box for me because it is actually from the Vault Angels. And if you're familiar with anything on my channel, I have a big emphasis on playing angels and collecting angels. And that is why my very first Magic cards, besides a couple intro packs that I got from my local store, which is just like those ones that kind of like teach you how to play the rules, was actually buying almost a complete box of Avacyn Restored, which was about 29 packs all up, and I did a unboxing video for that, so if you'd like to go check that out, I'll put a card to it, because there is a big funny reason why you should watch it, and it is in the description of that video. And what it is basically, since I opened up the pack, I basically know nothing about these cards, so I don't really know any of the monetary value, and the only card I really wanted was Avacyn, because it was the poster card, I guess, besides Cavern of Souls, for that set, and it looked really cool, and was a really strong angel, which I kind of wanted. And throughout the video, I go and do the unboxing. I'm going through all these packs, and I'm basically starting to lose like faith that I'm going to get anything good out of it. And you can tell it as I open up more and more packs, and I was like, oh god, no, I'm not getting anything. And then I happen to say, oh, I'm starting to lose hope here, guys. And the very next pack I open is so ironic and coincidental that I open up an Avacyn. Now, that is fucking amazing, because it's just like a joke from on high. It's just like, haha, we got him then. So I've also got from the that set as well, I managed to pull an Entreat the Angels, because I opened up some more Avacyn and bought some other cards. And I got Bruna, the Lighted Alabaster. I'm assuming I'm saying that right. Gisela, which is a nice card because it like halves damage and increases damage, I believe. And then a card that I do wish was in this set, which would be Sigardia with alternate foil art. But she's not in there because that would be a really, really cool commander card for me, because I would definitely play this, and I probably would, because the only reason I wouldn't play Avacyn would be because I would want to be using a green-white deck. So, with that being said, I'm going to move into the unboxing. Sorry for that little spill. Hopefully that gives you a bit of insight towards me as a Magic player. But we're going to go into unboxing this now. And I got to say a couple things first. One, the reason why it is out of focus currently is because that way when I put cards up to the screen, you guys can read it and look at the power and toughness of the card and its effects. And that way, if I'm saying something wrong or I miss something, you guys can see it and correct me if you want to do that. Two, I have improved my lighting for my room. So hopefully that means the cards are more well lit and you don't get as shitty of a view or a better view. And what was number three? Number three is, since all of these cards are foil, I'm going to be putting them into sleeves basically straight away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbox it. I'm probably going to do like a time-lapse thing of me just putting them into sleeves, and then I'm just going to show you all of them so basically they don't curl up, because you want to expose them to as little air as possible when you're dealing with premium cards or foil cards, whatever you call them. And basically, I might need a knife. Oh wait, there's one here. Sweet, cool. So I need to cut stuff. So, with that being said, I really, really like this box. It's very shiny, and it has like feathers on the front, so I'm going to keep the box regardless. But if we open it up, we have ourselves our foil cards, and you can see how shiny they are. And yes, we do sound like females when we're talking about this, because it's all shiny. And as you can see, we've got Avacyn, Chroma, and we've got Iona Shield of Emeria. And these are the only two cards besides Entreat the Angels which I'm even familiar with, because Modern Masters 2, Avacyn Restored set, which I already have. So, that there is the front of the box, and then on the back we have a very shiny background. As you can see, it is shiny as fuck. And it has a nice little resealable box, so you can see it's magnetic. So, we have all the cards on the back. I'm not going to be really familiar with any of these, but this is a great way for me to increase my angel collection. And I hope you guys enjoy watching me unbox it and have a look at all these cool cards. So, first of all, we're going to unbox it. I'm going to put them in sleeves, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you the cards as well. But just before I do that, we have this here. So this is the thing, and I didn't realize we actually get a spin down dice. Oops. So, and oh, what's this? I'm actually unfamiliar with this. So what's this? It is going to be large, that is for sure. Oh god. It is so big. There's no way I'm going to be able to fit this on the screen. Oh, okay. So what this is I'm pretty sure it's that multicolored angel. Oh, there's no way this is going to fit in camera. I might just take a photo of this and put it on my Instagram and you guys can look at it. And then on the back is just some other stuff. So this here is the other part of the box. I'm going to take this out. And what we get is we get the spin down life token dice with the little angel kind of feather thing on it. So as you can tell, it's way too close for focus, but you can hopefully get an idea of it. But it's actually a very nice, it's kind of like a, I don't know what you'd call it. It's like those marble, yeah, it's marble desktops. So there's the dice, put that off the side. It went off of camera focus. So that's actually great. And then we get our 3 packs of, I'm assuming 5 in each. And as you can tell, they're a little bit warped already, which is a little bit irritating. But I've seen everyone else that's unboxed theirs has been the same. And you can see there's a lot of light reflecting off of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the time lapse now, put them into their perfect fit sleeves. And then I'm going to come back and we'll go over these cards. So with that said, I'll be back in just a moment. Okay guys, so anyway, I'm back from now double sleeving these cards. If you do not know what double sleeving is, that is where you basically put the perfect size sleeve on top and then you put it inside of a regular sleeve. Now, to do this, you basically put this side facing down. That way you're exposing at least amount of air to the card. And for cards such as the foil or premium cards, it is an absolute must because you do not want them curling up and turning into basically Lay's thin chips and just curling around the corners. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go through all the cards that I have, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it and how I think they are as a card. And once again, don't forget that I'm new to this game, and that pretty much anything I say will be complete and utter bullshit. So with that being said, let's move straight into looking at these cards. So our first one we have is one of my favorite ones, and one of the cards that actually got me into Magic. So this here is Avacyn, Angel of Hope. It has Flying, Vigilance, Indestructible, and other permanents you control are indestructible. Slight change to the original. Oops, I just knocked over something. Slight change to the original because this one actually just says Avacyn and other ones are indestructible. So I've changed a little bit. And the foil looks a little bit less detailed just because when you're looking at it, it doesn't have the kind of like glow because the foil kind of takes it up. So even with that being said, it is an amazing looking card. I love it. It is amazing. And as a legendary creature, so you can use it in Commander. But since it's only mono white, it does restrict you quite somewhat. So that is the first card, and now we're moving on to the second one, which is actually as well from Avacyn Restored. So this here is Entreat the Angels, which costs 3 white and 2x to cast. It is a sorcery speed, put X 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield, but when you draw this for the first card on your turn, you can cast it for its miracle cost, which is 2 white and 1 X. So if you're unfamiliar with miracle costs, basically what it is whatever the X cost is for this is how many you get. So essentially, if you're going to pay the full cost, it is 5, well, it's 3 white and then 2 any other colors, and you'd get essentially 2 4/4 white angel creature tokens. However, if you have this on your deck and this is your turn, and this is the very first card you pick up, so it's not like, oh, hey, you play a card, you draw another one, and you get it. If it's the first one you pick up, you can cast it for its miracle cost. And what that means is you pay 2 white and then X. And however many X you pay is how many angel tokens you get. So say you still pay 5, but for this, you'd get the equivalent amount. So say we pay 5, you'd get 3 angel tokens because you'd pay 3x essentially. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I never got around to actually playing this set, but that's how everyone at my local store told me it works. So anyway, that is Entreat the Angels. It is a really nice card. As you can tell, it's kind of like tower in the background, and you got all the angels. So I don't really have many comparative cards because all these other angels are basically new to me. So these are the only 2 that I'm really going to have, unless we're doing the other Avacyn Restored set. Okay, so we're moving on to Akroma, Angel of Fury. This costs 3 red and 5 colorless to cast. It is a legendary creature, 6/6 angel. Akroma, Angel of Fury can't be countered. It has flying, trample, protection from white and blue, and if you pay 1 red, Akroma, Angel of Fury gets +1 and +0 to the end of turn. It has the morph cost of free red and free colors. Oops, I had to put it in focus there for you guys. You may cast this card face down as 2/2 creature for free. Turn it face up at any time for its morph cost. I'm actually very unfamiliar with the morph cards and what they do, so that really makes no sense to me, but I've just said it for you guys, so if you know what it does, you have a lot more understanding of Magic than I do. But yeah, this has got some really cool art to it as well. As far as I'm aware, both the Akroma cards have alternate art, and that is really cool then. So we'll put that one down, and we move on to Akroma Angel of Wrath. So this one is 3 white, 5 colorless, and has flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, protection from black and red for a 6/6 toughness and power. And it is, oops, description reads, Wrath is no vice when inflicted upon the deserving. So, pretty much it has every special ability. And is 6/6. So that's actually a pretty decent card. It does have a very high cast for summoning, but it can be countered. But if you're running a deck, I don't know, Cavern of Souls is a set from Avacyn, which is pretty amazing because it means cards can't be countered if it's of the chosen type. And if you're playing an angel deck, obviously you're going to choose angels. So moving on to our next card, we have Archangel of Strife. This here is a 2 white, 5 colorless flying. As Archangel of Strife enters the battlefield, each player chooses War or Peace. Creatures you control by players who choose War get +3/+0. Creatures controlled by players who choose Peace get +0/+3. So basically it's like attack and defend, shield and sword kind of thing. It's a 6/6 angel, and that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I guess if you're going to go on offense, other people would go on defense. But if you're playing like a multiple freeway game, that might come in handy because some people might be like, I might counterattack or try and kill. Because don't forget, unless someone's got trample and you have really weak creatures, you could always buff yours just to kill theirs, because don't forget it's not raising the defense stat and you can actually attack with it. If that makes sense. That made complete sense in my head, but I don't know how that's going to work for you. Anyway, moving on to our next one. So we have Aurelia the War Leader. This is a 2 white, 2 red, 2 colorless legendary creature, which means it can be your EDH commander, and is, I believe, from the Gate Crash set. And this is one of the abilities I was looking at, and it's actually really freaking cool. So what it is, it has flying, vigilance, and haste. It has really cool art. Kind of doesn't look like she has legs there, which is weird. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, so whenever Aurelia the War Leader attacks for the first time each turn, untap all creatures you control. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. The description is where Razia was aloof and untouchable, Aurelia is on the front lines calling for war. So what this means is basically each combat phase, if she attacks, doesn't say, I don't know if that would still trigger her even if she died. But anyway, if she attacks basically after that combat phase, since it's her first attack, all the creatures untap, and then there's a second combat phase and you can attack again. But since that would be her second combat phase, you can't use this ability over and over again. So it's only once per turn it can be done, meaning you essentially would have 2 combat phases. It is also a 3/4 and is sick as shit. But yeah, that would make a really, really interesting commander card, and kind of reminds me a bit, whoops, I just knocked the table, a little bit of this card, not in terms of damage, but just how it has like that benefit, which is quite good. Anyway, moving on to the next one, which is Baneslayer Angel. It's got to get it in focus views. This is a 2 white, 3 colorless creature angel, can't be a commander because it's not a legendary, 5/5, flying, first strike, lifelink, and protection from demons and some dragons. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the description as I was saying that. So, from protection from demons and dragons, and the description is, some angels protect the meek and innocent, others seek out and smite evil wherever it lurks. So that's a pretty interesting card. The art on it looks really interesting. It kind of looks a little bit like a bridesmaid and a little bit like Goldilocks at the same time. But I don't think I can get close enough and in focus enough for you guys to see that. But you can always go check out these cards online and get a probably a high-res image of them. Anyway, so we're moving on to our next card, which is Iona, Shield of Emeria. Now, this is a high cast creature, so this costs 3 white and 6 colorless, and is a legendary creature angel, meaning it can be a ETH commander, which has flying, and as Iona, Shield of Emeria enters the battlefield, choose a color. Your opponent cannot cast spells of chosen color. So essentially, if you get this out and someone's running a mono deck, fuck me, they're not going to be able to summon anything or do anything, and basically game, set, match right there. So imagine if you're doing an EDH game and it was basically white versus a mono deck and you get this out. So it's like, yeah, you can't do anything, bruh. So anyway, that is this one, and its description is no more shall the righteous cower before evil, which is a really interesting card, and it has 7/7, so it's a very strong creature as well, and has a really, really nice ability, but it does have an extremely high casting cost, so unless you're running something that like could convoke, like obviously I know the card doesn't have convoke, but say you were running Eldrazi Spawn, and you had a whole bunch of like Nest Invaders and Kozilek Predators, and you could use Cloud Shift if you're running Modern, and resummon them out, so you're paying like 3 mana, summon out a Kozilek Predator, get 2 Eldrazi Spawn, Cloud Shift for 1, summon it again. Actually, no, sorry. Cloud Shift exiles and brings back to the battlefield. So essentially, you pay 4 to get 4 mana back, which you could summon. Yeah, so that makes perfect sense. If that makes any sense to use. Anyway, moving on to our next card. So we have Lightning Angel. This one here is 1 white, 1 blue, 1 red, and 1 colorless. It has flying, vigilance, and haste, and description reads Sudden Vengeance, Echoing Fury. This has an older style art to it, which I guess some people like, but I do kind of prefer a bit more modern looking cards like Iona, because it just looks cooler in my opinion. I don't really like the whole cartoony look. It's not cartoony, I shouldn't say that, because I know people probably get annoyed at it. It looks more like stained glass, kind of churchy, like stable? Like the tinted glass in churches. Anyway, moving on. So our next card is Platinum Angel. This one here costs 7 to cast, is an artifact creature angel, has flying, and you can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. Description reads, she is apex of Artificer's craft and the spirit of the divine called out of base metal. It is a 4/4 flying angel, and this one is really a troll card. Now, I can't remember what set this was out of, but I have the platinum. There's another platinum thing. It was some big ass mythic rare. Emperor or something? I don't know. So this is just a really trolly card, essentially, unless you're gonna. Whoops. So I'm going to have to cut the recording here, guys. I'm just noticing my things went really choppy in the background. So I'll be back in 1 sec and just continue on. So give me 1 moment. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened there. I was just looking at my recording and it was going really choppy. So as I was tilting the card back and forth, it was freezing up. Anyway, so basically this is a really trolly card. You can't win the game, but your opponent can't lose the game. So essentially you could be building up your side, build up your side to basically try and floor the enemy, get their life down to a lot, because this doesn't restrict life gain and that. And then just sacrifice this creature and has gone a stomping spree and finish the game off. Whereas if you had, say you were running EDH deck and you had Sigardia out as your legendary creature, prevent this from being sacrificed, and then have that out, you could have probably just, oh no, because that would work. Wait, is that only opponents? Yeah, only opponents. So you could then sacrifice this and then just like fucking steamroll the opponent. But anyway, that's a really cool card. It's a very trolly card. I like it. It's funny. And we're moving on to our next card. So this here is Serra Angel. This costs 2 white and 3 colorless. It is a creature angel, 4/4, flying with vigilance. Born with wings of light and a sword of faith, this heavenly incarnation embodies both fury and purity. Once again, this has kind of got the older art style, and I'm not really a fan of it, but it is an interesting look, because I'm pretty sure this card gets reprinted in like every set that I've seen as of late, and that's all cool and that, but I don't really like this older art style. That's just my opinion. Other people might love it, but for me it's just not my thing. But hey, if you like it, it's a pretty cool card and is shiny as fuck. And now we have Tariel. Reckoner of Souls. So what this is 1 white, 1 black, 1 red, and 4 colorless. It has flying and vigilance. Tap it down to choose a creature card at random from a target opponent's graveyard. Put that card onto the battlefield under your control. Description reads, after death you'll face Paradise, Damnation, or Tariel. Sorry, you face. I'm an idiot. And this is a 4/7 card, so it is pretty strong. It has a very nice ability, especially if your opponent's running some strong ass cards, and you can basically get some freebies in. And you can, I guess you could tap it down in your opponent's phase and summon it as a blocker. And it has vigilance, so it doesn't tap down. Oh wow, yeah, I'd definitely do that, then. And this would make a very strong EDH commander, in my opinion, because you can run 3 colors, and it just has an awesome ass ability. So that there is 1 card, and that is actually the art that is on the back of the thing that came in it. As you can see, the stuff like axe thingies in the background there. And we are moving on to our next card. So this one here is Exalted Angel. This is a 2 white, 4 colorless creature angel flying. When Exalted Angel deals damage, you gain that much life. It has a morph cost of 2 white, 2 colorless, and it is a 4/5. Once again, I'm not very familiar with morph cast, so I'm not going to go over that. But this has a very interesting art look, because it looks weird and interesting at the same time. I don't know really how to explain it, but I like anything that has like a moon in the background just because of reasons. But yeah, it's a cool looking card. I can't deny that. That's one of my other favorite cards out of this set. Speaking of favorite art, we have Iridescent Angel. This one is just sick looking, and I think you can actually get a playmat of this, which would literally be amazing. I would definitely suggest getting one. And this is 1 white, 1 blue for 5 colorless. It is a creature angel and has protection from all colors. That's right, protection from all colors, and is a 4/4 angel. And description reads, she enraptures all, encompasses all, and endures all. And as you can see, she's like in the middle of a field, and there's a whole bunch of people coming out to her. But if you actually look at her angel wings, they are basically a spectrum of all the colors. So she has rainbow wings. But this is a really, really cool card. It does have a high cast cost and is only a 4/4, but if you could get it out, it's pretty cool because protection from all colors. I don't know if that means it is protected from removals and board wipes, but hey, there you go. It's a pretty cool card. And we have our next card here, which is probably something that I would actually run as my EDH commander because of its low cast cost and ability to basically ramp it up to a higher strength card. So this here is Janara, Asura of War. And this is 1 green, 1 white, 1 blue, which means that you can essentially have 3 different colors in your deck, and is flying. It is also a legendary creature angel, meaning it can be your EDH commander, and it has 1 white, 1 colorless. Put a 1/1 counter on this card, and is a 3/3. And its description reads, wounded soldiers look up grateful for her appearance, but she passed over them, her eyes firmly on their foe. So I didn't actually realize that was a female because it looks kind of male-ish, and yeah. But I guess all these cards are angels and females because it's appealing to a male audience and some females. But that being said, this would definitely be probably one of my picks for an EDH commander because the only other one I'd really want to run is Sigardia, but she has a high cast cost and a cool art style. But this one here is a low cast. Essentially, you can just keep buffing each turn if you can't summon anything else for 2 cast, because you're definitely going to have that if you summon this because it requires 3 at least. So they are the set. Sorry, these are the cards from the Magic the Gathering from the Vault Angels. I definitely had a fun time opening these, putting them into their sleeves, but there are some sick cards in here. If I had to pick I can't really say pick top 5, but I'll see if I can get out 5 that I think would be my top 5. You might agree with me, you might not agree with me, but then again, everyone's got their own opinions. And mine are my own. Actually, no, I got enough for 5. So, These here would be my top 5 angel cards from the set. These would be Avacyn, Angel of Hope, just because she's a badass. She is strong as shit and gives everything else indestructible. Tariel, because it is just an awesome commander card and just allows you to get back other creatures from opponents' graveyards, which would be ridiculously strong. Aurelia, because she allows you to have essentially 2 combat phases. Iridescent Angel, because it just looks cool and has protection from all colors. Still high cast cost, but it looks cool, and if you could get it out, it'd be fun to play with. And then Janara, which would be one of my EDH commanders because it has the colors I like and can be buffed to be stronger. So that is the angels that come in this set. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this unboxing. It probably took a little bit longer and I probably didn't explain things as well as I would have liked. But if you did enjoy watching this, don't forget to leave a like and comment on something that you could see in the future, something that you like, maybe something that you didn't like. And with that being said, I'll see you guys later. And as always, don't forget to see my videos. Bye.